Hi Sagittarius, here's part 2 of your overview for 2010. Well, Mars is in your travel sector until early June, and that's really good news for many Saggies because it means you get the chance to travel. But it can work in another way as well. It just means broader horizons, access to those, and a kind of more outgoing feel. So you'll get the chance to graze the greener grass on the other side of the fence, I think. Um, anything which, any new field of interest which is going to make your world a better place. This position of Mars bodes well for you as it encourages you to learn and expand into new and exciting areas. Communications, media, publishing, any of these could be a key feature. And you're going to feel enthusiastic about a new project or a fresh field of interest. Excellent time to launch into new things with confidence, Sagittarius. Legal wrangles could be challenging for some of you if you're, if that depends on your personal natal chart, but best to avoid them. But overall, these types of activities help offset any frustration felt elsewhere. From June until the end of July, you'll be feeling impatient to push ahead with your career aspirations or personal goals in life and make the right connections with people then. Saturn aspects Pluto from Libra as the year kicks off, and that continues until the end of February, and then again from August until the beginning of September. So during that time, group connections are going to help you, and if you toe the line a bit, mind your P's and Q's in this time slot. Could make you feel a little hamstrung, a little held back because you feel your material resources or your efforts really come under the control of another, and lines of supply are subject to the kind of like the goodwill of somebody else in some way. You may want to share, but not everything. And you'd like to be more in control of your own resources anyway. You're at the very beginning of this aspect, but you may get the feeling as though you'd like to get out from somebody else's shadow. And I think you early Saggies will be feeling that most strongly, particularly over January, February and August 2010. But all of you are going to sense that the time is at hand to change the status quo and build for a better future, so you may have to be patient for a bit as things come together. The good news is that when Jupiter moves into Aries from June the 6th to September the 8th, you get the chance to grow through your own creativity and through also love relationships. These will be supportive, I think. The odds will definitely be more stacked in your favor, related to maybe speculative activities, could be financial, any work which involves display or promotion of goods and services. This is generally going to be a very successful time for artistic Saggies. Romantic alliances as well can really take off between these dates, and relationships with children are more likely to be more fulfilling, and you'll get more out of this lighter vibe next year as well. So that's good news. Although early Saggies will be feeling this first, all of you are going to benefit from Jupiter's protective and expansive influence, bringing opportunities for growth through innovative projects or leisure pursuits. Sounds like good work, that if you can get it. New ideas are going to be seeded as well, which take root in your mind. It's a time when close alliances should flourish, and you are likely to be on quite a learning curve related to those. In particular, June the 8th looks optimistic, and a light could switch on in your mind there. Also September the 19th, definitely a positive leap forward on or around those dates. When Saturn goes backwards into Virgo to oppose Uranus from April the 26th to the beginning of July, you'll probably be working hard at getting yourself more established at home and with your worldly ambitions, but also take that one step at a time to turn your dreams into reality. Also, changing the dynamic with regard to family kind of expectations as well, I think. And then when Saturn moves definitively into Libra on July the 22nd, that'll be the beginning of the time when cultivating friendships, old friends are going to be supportive and sort of staunch allies, I think, but you'll be needing to forge new links with members of a group or an organization. They're going to keep you strongly focused on obligations and responsibility and perhaps throw a challenge or two in your direction. But if you're patient and competent, you can introduce new elements, get things more as you'd like them, but gradually. Jupiter-Uranus begins a cycle of expansion and personal professional growth and increased fulfillment from June the 6th, which has an effect on your area of health as well as work. And then the second eclipse on July the 11th, that's going to herald a time of new beginnings spanning the next 6 months. Excellent time for sorting out joint financial matters and any resources you hold with another, you're sharing with another. You'll have a better opportunity to tackle debts then, maybe something owed to you as well as due by you. A joint interest in property or smaller material objects may also be on the agenda then until the end of the year, and you should enjoy improvements in those areas. The brief entrance of Uranus into Aries May 27th to August the 14th could bring a sudden gear change which transforms the dynamics in your relationship with loved ones, romantic partners, children, all of which could be fun and stimulating. But you'll need a light touch in that department. Avoid trying to stabilize things, getting control of it. Don't do that. Don't kind of try to apply rigid routines to the thing. Better to be flexible. Otherwise, Uranus in this area is going to stimulate your creative spirit and you'll be able to express your most scintillating electric self. You can do that, can't you? So this is the start of your release from outworn negative influences from the past. How exciting. Pluto now in Capricorn means regeneration from deep levels. But you've been there, done that, got the t-shirt over the last 13, 14 or so years. But during this time, early Sagittarius will be feeling it's necessary to let go of all old attitudes around what's necessary for your material security in this physical world, and you'll be wanting to get things more under control in your financial area and the material area. But over the years to come, your fortunes there could completely turn around more than once. Profound inner changes around your self-worth and your changing values are in their infancy now, but you will evolve along radical new lines as you let go of elements of the past which no longer serve your soul growth over many years to come. Well, that's it for your overview for 2010, and I hope you have a good one, and I wish you a very, very happy new year.